All right, friends, we are now moving on to comparing rates. Okay, so when we've done ratios, we have found rates, and we've found unit rates. So at this point, we're going to compare rates. And so before you compare rates, you have to understand unit rates, which is the notes that we just completed. So in this example, like we had number one, it says car A traveled 208 miles in 4 hours. Car B traveled 245 miles in 5 hours. Which car traveled at a faster rate? So in this case, it's extending it from unit rates. You're just going to have two rates that you're going to simplify to a unit rate and then decide which, in this case, which car traveled at a faster rate. And I'm going to highlight that question so that I know what my focus is. Okay, which car traveled at a faster rate? So car A is 208 miles. Okay, in 4 hours. And car B is 245 miles in 5 hours. Okay, so we have to decide first what the unit rate is. So I'm setting this up, and as you should be doing the same, because remember, I'm trying to set you up here for success, and if you do what I'm modeling, there's no way you can go wrong. So I have my rate, okay, comparing two quantities with different units of measurement. That's my rate. My unit rate is figuring out how many in 1 hour. So I'm going to use my calculator and divide 208 divided by 4, and I get 52 miles. And then over here I have 245 divided by 5. I have 49 miles. All right. So in this case, however, the question is which car traveled at a faster rate. And I say that because, and I'm highlighting the question because each one will, you'll have to look at the unit rates differently. Okay. It won't always be the fastest or the least. Okay. So in this case, who traveled at a faster rate? And that would be car A. So I'm going to highlight car A. 49 miles in 1 hour. Car A. Okay, so number 2 says Travion made $117 working 9 hours at his job. His friend Lila made $87 working 6 hours at her job. Who makes the most per hour? So that's my question I want you to highlight. Who makes the most per hour? So $117 in 9 hours. So again, I have just set up a rate for Travion. And then Lila's rate is $87 in 6 hours. Okay. So I'm going to divide my numerator divided by my denominator, and Travion made $13 per hour, okay, for 1 hour. And then 87 divided by 6, Lila made $14.50 per 1 hour, okay? And the question is who makes the most per hour? Well, it's definitely Lila. So we're going to say Lila. We're going to highlight hers. Okay. Next one. Max. Nope. I'm going to let you guys do 3 and 4 on your own as practice. And so if we're in class, obviously we'll do those. I'll have you guys work independently and then we'll check it. Okay. So number 5 says the calories burned by 3 friends during their workouts are given below. Who burned the most calories per minute. So what we're going to do is highlight this, because the question is, who burned the most calories per minute? And in this case, they're telling us the order of what we're comparing. So it's calories over minute, okay? So I'm going to say C over M for calories over a minute, okay? So I need to compare all three. So I have to set up the rate and then create or find the unit rate for all of them. So Bryce is going to be 220 over 25, okay? So 220 divided by 25. So Bryce is burning 8.8 calories per 1 minute. Okay, that's Bryce. Malik is 184 over 20. So I want to know 1 minute. Okay, so oopsies, 184 divided by 20 gives me 9.2 calories. Okay. And then I have 225 in 30 minutes. Okay, so 225 divided by 30. And I have 7.5 calories for Olivia. All right, so the question is, who burned the most calories per minute? And I have Bryce, Malik, and Olivia. So we're going to say Malik. I'm going to highlight Malik's because he is the big winner, and I'm going to highlight him right there. Malik's killing it. Look at number 6. Which two juices contain the same amount of sugar per fluid ounce? Okay, so which two contain the same amount of sugar per fluid ounce? Okay, that's a whole lot to swallow and digest. So we need to find sugar per ounce, okay? So sugar to ounce. So juice A is 55 grams of sugar per 20 ounces, okay? Juice B is 70 sugar per 28 ounces. C is 33 grams of sugar for 12 ounces, okay? And now we're going to find the unit rate for each one, okay, before we go back and dive into that question. 2.75 grams per 1 ounce. I have 70 divided by 28, 2.5 grams per 1 ounce. That's pretty bad though, y'all. Sugar is the enemy. Divided by 12. And this is 2.75 grams per 1 ounce. Okay, so we found the rate and unit rate. The question, let's go back. Which two juices contain the same amount of sugar? 2.75, 2.75. So A and C. A and C. A and C have the same amount of sugar per fluid ounce. So always find that unit rate as we are doing here and go back to your question, okay? All right, so let me turn page. This is gonna be, if you're with us in class, an in-class practice, okay? And this is another thing where I'm talking about, I'll have examples for everybody to see. So the question is, use unit prices to determine whether option A or option B is the better deal. Okay, so this happens all the time at grocery stores. You have store brand, you have name brands. Sometimes you have favorite name brands and you want to figure out, well, which one has the better deal, okay? And when I say that, it's like, man, I love both of these brands. But if I had to choose, I would go with the better deal. So again, in class, I'm going to have some examples to show you. So I have option A on this column here all the way down and option B. So number 7, I have a 15-ounce box of cereal for $5.25. And over here, I have a 20-ounce box of cereal for $6.40. Okay, so we need to find the unit rate. Now, when we are dealing with money, okay, money is going to be my numerator in all of these examples. So I have $5.25 for a 15-ounce box. And I got to figure out the unit rate. Over here, though, I also have $6.40 for a 20-ounce box. And I want to find out how much it is per 1 ounce, like the nitty-gritty. So I'm going to divide $5.25 divided by 15. So per ounce, this cereal is 35 cents per 1 ounce. And over here, I have $6.40 divided by 20, and this is 32 cents per ounce. So when we are looking at this, because I said earlier, it's not always about the more expensive or the cheapest. In this case, you want which one is cheaper, okay? And I mean, it's like a large box of Fruit Loops, like the family size, and then there's a smaller size of Fruit Loops. Same exact item, but different cost. Which one has the better deal? And this is 32 cents per ounce, so we would say yes. Option B is the better deal. Numbers, I'm going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 8 and 9 with you, and then on your own, you will do 10, 11, 12. So 5 pounds of ground beef for $19. Well, money is your numerator. Okay. And over here, 3 pounds for $10.50. All right. So $19 divided by 5 is $3. I know it says 3.8, but it's $3.80 a pound over here, okay? And then I have $10.50 divided by 3, and brand B is $3.50 per pound. So, if I'm trying to get the better deal, I'm going to pay less per pound for this one right here, option B, so I'm going to go with that. Okay. Number 9, I have 12 packs of fruit snacks for $3. So $3 divided by 12 packs, right? And I want to know per pack. And I have $4.80 divided by 16 pack. All right, so let's find out how much it is per one little pack of fruit snacks. 3 divided by 12. This says, again, 0.25. But remember, in money, that's 25 cents. Okay? It's less than 1. And then I have $4.80 divided by 16. And this one is 30 cents per pack. Okay? So I'm going to go with A because it's only 25 cents per pack. Now on your own, I need you to complete 10, 11, 12, doing it as I have modeled on these last 3, and show me when you get back. If we're in class together, you will work on these and we will check them together.